It's a cloudy day here in the Rocky Mountains, but we've got baseball from Coors Field in Denver. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend series between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Colorado Rockies. Get ready for Rockies baseball next. Number 49 gets the start for Colorado in this one. What do you have for us on him, H?
Well, it hasn't been a great year for him so far. I mean, he's had some ups and some downs. He's had some decent games, some poor games. An ERA in the fours. That tells me the story of his season has been inconsistency.
Here's Leonys Martin. He will lead this one off today.
Leading off for Arizona, left fielder, Leonys Martin.
Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch today is taken for strike one. These Rockies, Harold, come and trying to bounce back from a loss last time out, but they've been in good form lately, 5-2 over their last 7.
Well, Matt, the other thing, I mean, they're 3-2 on the homestand, so they haven't been real consistent. You'd like to see 4-1 or even 5-0 at this point, the way they've played baseball. That's why this game today puts you at 4-2, and now you feel a little bit better, like you're playing pretty good, consistent ball.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2.
Nope.
Here's a fastball in on the fist, and that'll even things up at 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning. With that, the batting order for the visiting Arizona Diamondbacks. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, you've really got to be able to appreciate the incredible talent of Paul Goldschmidt. This guy knows how to drive in runs. Had over 25 runs batted in last month. You've got to pay attention to how he goes about it. Ground balls, fly balls, home runs, any way to drive in a run, and that's what he's doing. He tries to have a major impact on every game he plays in.
David Peralta comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. And set up behind the plate is Ricky Holiday, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Now, Matt, I'm telling you, I watch Ricky Holiday call games. I start thinking about hockey. Top shelf. That's him. He's going to call everything up in the zone. Top shelf Ricky.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Here's the 1-1 delivery. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
One strike.
Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Fastball down near the shoe tops. On deck, the powerful right-handed bat of Paul Goldschmidt. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. This is on the ground over the first. And that is through into right field for a single.
That's just a great baseball play. The pitcher executed his pitch, but the hitter was better, stayed with it, got a ball down, and drove it through.
Paul Goldschmidt.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. He comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. Slapped hard the opposite way, but this will hang just long enough for him to run it down in shallow right for the second out.
Absolutely jumped all over that fastball. It might have been a home run if he had it any elevation under it, but it was basically right at the outfielder.
Jake Lamb standing in now as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. The average sits at .303 entering play. 44 home runs and 111 RBIs. The 1-0 delivery. And 2-0 as this one's taken low. Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. 3-0 now.
Well, he's clearly not getting anything to hit right here, but I'm telling you what, 3-0, I trust him so much, I'm giving him the green light.
2 out with the man at first. And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
11, A.J. Pollock.
Settling in now, A.J. Pollock. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
After the walk and with runners on the bags, he couldn't afford to fall behind here. Nice job of jumping ahead with strike 1.
The 0-1 pitch. Softly on a line to third. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third. Throw into third. And he will make it to third as he's just in ahead of the tag.
Well, they scored a lot of runs yesterday, and they score one here. Maybe the bats are clicking again. They're getting right back to work where they left off yesterday.
Brandon Drury will bat next as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. The average coming in at 266, 11 home runs and 47 RBIs. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. A run on a couple of hits here for Arizona. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. It's the Diamondbacks 1 and the Rockies nothing. Robbie Ray is on the mound for the Diamondbacks. Harold, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, he pitched into the 5th inning last outing. I think we've got to get more. I want to see more of this game. If he's able to go deeper, keep his team in it, and maybe walk away with the win. That's what I'm looking for in this game.
And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Left fielder, David Dahl.
And this is taken outside for ball 1. Well, Harold Reynolds, these Diamondbacks, as they begin play, they come in off another victory last time out, and now they're winners of 8 of their last 9 ball games.
Matt, they're on one of those hot streaks. I mean, everything is going right for them. They're playing great baseball right now. I mean, timely hitting, the bullpen's coming through, and it looks like they're rested. They're doing the things they need to do to really be a winning club right now.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Pollock giving chase. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Time now from Coors Field to take a look at the Rockies starting lineup. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, this team is hoping that Cargo can get back on track as soon as possible. Over the last 10 games, he's only hit 1 home run, and as a guy that hits in the middle order, they're expecting a lot more from him than just 1 bomb. The power just hasn't been there over this stretch.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. Lifetime numbers against Robbie Ray. He's got 5 base hits in 21 at-bats. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swinging a soft liner. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
He got that one pretty good. It just didn't have the right launch angle to carry over the outfielder's head. Small difference where the ball hit the bat could have made all the difference.
Standing in, Charlie Blackmon. He enters play at number 6 in National League batting average. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. 1 strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Oh, looked like he was towing an anchor there. 1-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Slider stayed too low. Ball 2. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies. They still trail 1-0. Now at the plate, Chris Iannetta. He'll lead it off here to begin the second.
Number 8, Chris Iannetta.
Here's the pitch. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. 1-1. Here it comes. Can't catch the corner away with the fastball. It's 2-1. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Here's a high foul ball as it finds a lucky fan in the upper deck for a souvenir. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. And another foul ball. Here's another 2-2. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And he chased it in the dirt. Garneau goes to get it. A throw down to first. 1 away.
All right, here's how the Rocks line up defensively, brought to you by Majestic. And yes, they are moving all over the field. They love to shift heavily into the analytics, and they really move players around playing the percentages. You'll see that a lot in this game today.
And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. Coming into this one, he's carrying a rather substantial batting average up in the 330s. Into the windup and the pitch. A slider that just grabs the outside corner. The windup and the 0-1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Cue shot here out toward short. And that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
2 strikes on him, and he flips one out in the center field. You couldn't have thrown that any better.
Batting ninth, catcher, Robbie Ray.
Standing in now, Robbie Ray, wanting to avoid the double play here as he gets this one down. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice.
Now batting, left fielder, Leonis.
Striding
Martin.
in once again, Leonis Martin. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First offering on its way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Fastball hit on the ground is short. Story scoops it up. Throw in time, and the side is retired. One left for the Diamondbacks, and after an inning and a half, it's 1-0. Here's Mark Reynolds, who comes into this one 6th in the National League in home runs.
First baseman, Mark Reynolds.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And he takes a pitch right down the middle. Lifetime numbers against Robbie Ray. He's gone 3 for 11. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Hot shot to third. Lamb comes up with it. And he's retired 1 away.
Well, let's take a look at the Diamondbacks defense, brought to you by Majestic. And I'm looking at Ketel Marte. You know, this young man broke in. You knew he was going to catch the ball, but you weren't sure if he was going to hit. And then when he started playing with Cano, he really helped him slow the game down. And it looked like from that point, Ketel took off.
Here's Carlos Gonzalez. The season batting average comes in down in the 240s. Now here's the pitch. Slow roller back to the mound. Oh, and he has some trouble with it, and he will recover in time to get it over to first. Nicely done there as they record the second out.
The shortstop, Trevor Story.
And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop, Trevor Story. He drove in one of their 2 runs in last night's ball game. Into the windup and the pitch. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at. The windup and the 0-1. And he pumps the fastball by him at 94. It's 0-2.
He's not messing around this inning. He's attacking the zone. He's showing lots of confidence. He's 0-2 on this hitter after having 2 quick outs. Nice job.
Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. They trail this one 1-0. Digging in to try it again, David Peralta. He'll step in to lead it off in the top of the third.
Peralta.
First delivery to him on the way. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Well, he's really peppering the zone right there, going up in the zone. I wonder if he stays there the whole time. Usually you'll see that with 2 strikes, not with no strikes.
And he takes this one high, 1-1.
So that's 2 pitches in a row above the belt. As a hitter, that's what you're looking for, especially when it's a day game and the ball is carrying. That just wasn't a good enough pitch to hit.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. And he lays off upstairs, but it's ruled a strike, and he can't believe it. 1-2. And the pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Waiting on it is Dahl. 1 down.
First baseman number 44.
Happy to have you along here on the show on a fine Sunday afternoon as you take a look at our upcoming schedule for the week to come. for another chance. Paul Goldschmidt 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here comes the first pitch. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. And a slider stays outside, and he falls behind 2-0.
Well, not a great spot to be in right now. 2-0 to a great hitter like this. This is when you really have to pay attention as a pitcher. And if you have good off-speed stuff, this might be the time to start mixing in your off-speed stuff.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Snatched out of midair at first base for out number 2.
The batter, third baseman, Jake Lamb.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jake Lamb reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
2-0 now.
Well, they walked in the first AB, and clearly he's already got 2 balls now. They're not challenging him, but as a hitter, it's very difficult to stay patient. But you have to. This is where you got to be patient and get your pitch.
2-0 count, and the pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. 2 balls and a strike. Here it is. A fastball that just misses inside. A.J. Pollock would be next. Here comes the 3-1 pitch. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings. So that's the second walk he's worked in this one.
Yeah, and that seems to be a popular approach when this guy steps in. He can really hurt you with one swing, so I think the idea is mostly not to let this one guy beat you, Matt.
Into the box, A.J. Pollock, as he'll take a look at a slider in the dirt, and it's ball 1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Here comes the 1-0. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
A runner on first with 2 away. And this is a called strike at the letters. Looked like ball 3, but make it 2-1 instead. From the stretch. Takes a knee-high fastball. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. The 2-2 one more time. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. He'll try it again. 3-2. This one's down to third. Gloved by Amarista. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. One left for Arizona, but they're up 1-0. Stepping up now, Alexi Amarista, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Here's a first pitch chop foul right at home plate, and that's the first strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a liner, but this will be taken in out there at short, and that's the first out of the inning. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. And here now is Dustin Garneau. He's coming off a 3-hit performance in the loss last night. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a fastball just a bit up. 1 out, nobody on. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. A fastball that finds the outside corner.
Frozen with a high fastball there. We'll see if they try to climb the ladder even more on the next pitch.
Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Manny. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Striding into the box, number 49. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Now a slider to start him out, but that breaks down and in for ball 1. 1-0 pitch is his slider, swung on and missed. 1-1.
Well, he doubled up on that slider, so that tells me he's really feeling it at this point in the game. Good chance we'll see a heavy dose of that slider as this start continues.
And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2.
Well, now it's a 1-2 count. He's thrown the same pitch 3 times in a row. He got ahead with it. Now let's see if he puts him away with it.
Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. The 1-2 pitch. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. 1-2-3 go the Rockies. It remains 1-0. Digging in for his second at bat, Brendan Drury. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Drury.
Into the windup and the pitch. A changeup right on the outside corner for a strike. The windup and the 0-1. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Hit hard back up the middle. LeMahieu with a great stop. Got him. And that's a huge play to keep the leadoff man off base. So an excellent play at second base for a team that's done well defensively all year as we take a look at the league leaderboard in terms of team fielding percentage. And you can see that these guys are, as we speak, 4th in the NL in that category. Here's the catcher now, Chris Iannetta. comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. In there for strike 1, 0-1.
Matt, I don't know if you know this, but less than 60% of his first pitches have been for a strike, and he's still having a good game. I don't know what he's doing. They just haven't been able to figure him out.
The 0-1 on its way. Swing and a liner. Foul. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And here's one that misses, so the count runs to 1-2 now on Iannetta.
Well, this is an approach we've seen him use effectively lately. Set up the inside and then get him out with pitches away.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. One run on 3 hits. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
In now, Ketel Marte, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. A base hit in his first trip. The 0-1 pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss got him reaching. Up with it, Garneau, and the throw to first ends the inning. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks, but they hold a 1-0 lead. And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
First pitch of the at-bat. The high fastball is in there.
He's having a really good game. He's over 70% first pitch strike. When you get that first pitch strike, now it opens up the whole strike zone, and that's why a pitcher can dominate, and he's doing that in this game.
This is pulled into right. Peralta is there, and he'll bring this one in.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu, as he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball 1. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Line drive to center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
Charlie Blackmon.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And looked inside, but that's ruled a strike. 0-1.
Tell you what, I'm already taking inventory in the 4th inning here, Matt. His secondary pitch has really been effective. He's used it well. He's getting a lot of good results from it. I just wonder if they're going to make an adjustment as the game continues.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Ball swung on and hit high down the line in left, but it'll get back in among the crowd, so the count holds at 0-2.
Well, I think he's trying to get that too.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. They're down 1-0. At the plate, Robbie Ray. He'll look to light a spark under this lineup that hasn't found the scoreboard since back in the first inning.
Yeah, and for me, the story has been the starting pitching they faced. It's been very difficult to rebound and, quite frankly, dominate after getting roughed up a bit in the first inning of a start. So I'll give him a lot of credit for what he's been able to do.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. First pitch on its way. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called to strike anyway. 0-2 now.
2 tough pitches. Looking at both of them, they're both the same pitch, it looks like, in the same location. He just wasn't ready for it. You got to be ready for anything now.
Oh, and heads up as this is pulled foul. Ready with another 0-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Wow, that's one of the toughest pitches in baseball to hit, right? That good straight changeup, El Cambio. There's not much you can do with that. You're going off of that arm speed, and the ball, it just doesn't get there.
Here's Leonis Martin, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike. Now here's the pitch. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Lined back over second. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Great execution. You hit it where it's thrown, right? That ball's thrown right up the middle. He hit it right back up the middle. A lot of hits in the middle.
Peralta.
And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And he'll be back in standing up. Into the box now, David Peralta, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Throw over to first, and he'll get back in standing. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. And a good 2-strike pitch, but he misses high. 1-2. One run, 4 hits. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
Set to deal on 2-2. Off is Martin. Skied into straightaway right. And Gonzalez will put this one away for round number 2. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
First baseman number 44, Paul Goldschmidt.
Digging in once again, Paul Goldschmidt. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. First offering on its way. Now a hard liner toward short. But this won't get by the shortstop as he's there to take it in for the third out. One left for the Diamondbacks. They lead it 1-0. Here's Mark Reynolds. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
Into the windup and the pitch. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder. This gets foul. It's 0-1. The 0-1 delivery. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Peralta is over a few steps as he puts it away for the first out. So still nothing against him on the scoreboard here in the 5th as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And we find that this pitching staff currently leads the NL in that department. Into the box now, Carlos Gonzalez. He's 0 for 1 thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. The high fastball is in there.
The difference maker in this outing than others is the two-seamer. He's doing whatever he wants to do with that ball. It's moving all over the place.
The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
Well, Matt, they've all seen him at this point, and clearly they're not picking him up much better. Do you see the swing on that pitch right there? Nasty.
And there's a swing and a miss by Gonzalez as he's a strikeout victim here. 2 away. Still a little early to start talking about these things. There you go, right there. A big goose egg in that hit column, worth keeping in mind as we get later into the afternoon. And that brings in the power hitting shortstop Trevor Story. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch of the at bat. A fastball that just misses inside.
Well, he's done a great job on the hill throughout this game, and it's something to be proud of anytime you can pitch a good game in this ballpark, especially when it's not your home ballpark.
1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A ball and 2 strikes. The count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
Boy, Matt, he's in some kind of groove, and they better get something working because he is.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Chad Qualls is on now out of the bullpen as he'll make his 70th appearance so far this year. Jake Lamb standing in now. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
Action now in that Colorado pen as a southpaw has stood up to throw out there. Looks at a sinker on the outside corner. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes.
1-1.
And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Just caught the inside corner with a sinker. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And the throw on to first will take care of him. So he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. One away.
Center fielder, A.J. Pollock.
Striding in once again, A.J. Pollock. Lifetime against this pitcher. 2 for 3. Here comes the first pitch. A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike one.
That's a big pitch right there. Now he's got him 0-1. And he still may not be comfortable. Even 0-1, he's still a pretty good hitter when he's down the count. This is a big pitch right here.
Here's the pitch. Hit hard on the ground to short. Story picks it up. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Now batting, second baseman, Brandon Drury.
Brandon Drury will bat next. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike. 2 out, nobody on. Now a ball hit pretty well to the left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. Diamondbacks down in order, but they lead it 1-0. Digging in to try it again. Alexi Amarista. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Baseman, Alexi Amarista.
First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Tell you what, his spot has been the outside pitch right there, and now we're late in the game and he continues to pound the outside pitch, and it's really working out for him.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch, and he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? What's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
And here now is Dustin Garneau. As he'll take a look at the pitch too low, it's ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now. Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
Hey, he's really on a roll right now on the mound. Back-to-back strikeouts to wrap up the last inning, and now he started this frame with the same story. 4 straight strikeouts in all.
Gerardo Parra will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 8, Gerardo Parra.
In there, strike 1. 268 the average for him coming in. 6 home runs, and the RBI count at 35. The 0-1 on its way. And a curveball that time that broke too low. 1-1. Here it comes. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Boy, good fight on the slider, and it just missed inside.
Well, he falls behind 3-1 right now, but man, he is really throwing the ball well. He's been attacking them all game.
3-1. Here it is. And the perfect game will go by the wayside here as this pitch misses for ball 4.
Hey, they haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, David Dahl, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. Here's the first pitch to him. And he takes a pitch right down the middle.
Well, now they got the tying run at first base. Now it's going to take a ball in the gap to really score this guy from first base. And I'm really curious how they're going to defend that on a relay throw, and maybe if we have a play or not. But you got to hit one in the gap to get there first.
Outside for a ball, 1-1. Two out with the man at first. And he misses 2-1. Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1. Ready on 3-1. Here it comes. And this is foul tip, so that runs the count full now at 3-2. And a bluff move here to first, but it won't draw a throw. Hit hard on the ground to second. Drury has it. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Rockies strand one. They trail this one 1-0. Welcome back to Coors Field here in Denver. We're on to the 7th with the Diamondbacks out in front. And before we get the inning underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Mike Dunn is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 38, Mike Dunn.
Here's the catcher now, Chris Iannetta. He struck out twice thus far, so we'll see if he can fare any better here.
Chris Iannetta.
Line toward right center. And there's a base hit, so maybe some insurance here to lead off the 7th.
Well, Matt, I don't know if he was trying to go that way, if he's a little bit late. 96 miles an hour is tough to catch up to. But I got to give him credit. He did put the barrel on it.
Now a right-hander has started to get loose in the Colorado bullpen. And that'll bring in the middle infielder Ketel Marte. As the first pitch here is a bit high, it's ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Sharp slider that time, just missed inside.
On 2-0, you can bet he's looking for a fastball that he can turn on and drive. Might be thinking about picking on that big hole between first and second.
Here it comes, 2-0. Right over the middle, knee high. Two-one. Here it is. Wanted to go after the slider, but he holds off. 3-1.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
And he takes a cold strike at the knees, and that'll run things full. Nobody out, runner on first. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Hit hard on the ground to the right. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
Well, going to the pen, this is not what they wanted. He comes up, he gives up 1 hit, now another back-to-back base hits. I'm curious what's going through the mind of the manager right now as he's looking at his bullpen.
Standing in now, Robbie Ray. Now a bunt attempt here. And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection.
The batter, left fielder, Leonis Martin.
Digging in and looking for more, Leonis Martin. Lifetime versus this arm, 0 for 4. Blanco will be summoned now to be the pinch runner.
Number 5, Gregor Blanco.
First offering on its way. Hard hit ball to second, but right to the second baseman, and that's the second out.
The right fielder, number 6, David Peralta.
Ready for another chance? David Peralta. He flew out in his last at-bat. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Swing and a miss. Little too anxious there. 1-1. Second and third, 2 away. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. And the good fastball there finds the zone as the count goes full now. 3-2. Crowd gets up for the 3-2. And this is fouled back and out of play. And he's down on strikes, so they get 2 men into scoring position, but that's as far as they'll get as the side is retired. Diamondbacks strand a pair, but they're on top 1-0. Gregor Blanco will stay in the ball game as he'll likely do the catching from here out.
Now catching, number 5, Gregor Blanco.
Digging in once again, DJ LeMahieu, 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Second baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
Jeff Mathis is into the ball game here as he takes over behind the plate.
Number 2, Jeff Mathis.
Into the windup and the pitch. Tough slider over the inside corner for a strike. Takes this the other way to right, but this will not elude the right fielder's grasp as he ranges over to handle it for the first out.
Boy, talk about hitting into some rough luck. That was an absolute bullet to the outfield that gets caught, and he would have represented the tying run.
Stepping in now, Charlie Blackmon. As he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike one. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The windup and the 0-1.
Nope.
And a fastball just below the knees, ball one. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. Back up the middle, and that's a base hit. So the no-hit bid ends here in the 7th. They finally break through for their first hit of the ball game, so the no-hit bid will end right here.
Yeah, well, right here's where your catcher comes out and says, take a pause, it's okay, and get him refocused, because you don't want the game to spin out of hand now. And he pitched great early, but he's got to finish it off now.
Into the box, Mark Reynolds, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Comes set with the 0-1. Looks at a curveball over the inside corner.
That's so difficult to hit. Hard fastball and a nasty curveball. You just have to sit on one or the other and hope he throws the one you're looking for.
Runners on first with one down. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
That's a big strikeout there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
Here's Carlos Gonzalez. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. First pitch on its way. A slider that just grabs the outside corner. The 0-1 delivery. Runner goes for second. Pitch inside. The throw way late, and he's in there easily at second.
It was pretty obvious he would likely be on the move with 2 outs, and I'm sure the defense knew it too. But he has lightning speed and was able to take the bag anyways.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Well, you see there on the graphic, he picks up stolen base number 21 so far. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. Add another 0 as it's up to 7 shutout innings so far. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. Diamondbacks lead this one 1-0. Carlos Estevez has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
54, Carlos Estevez.
Ready for another shot now. Paul Goldschmidt. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the 8th.
Paul Goldschmidt.
And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. The pitch. Lays off again, and it's 2-0. Over the outside half, and it's 2-1.
That was a good 2-0 slider right there. Now you're still sitting 2-1. I continue to look for that fastball, but that was a nice slider right there.
The 2-1 pitch. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
You know, it's so hard to get around on a pitch like that, particularly when it's up and in on your hands like that. I call that Black & Decker ball. It's going to break a lot of bats.
Sent on the ground out to second. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Now batting.
The Humidor certainly doing its job so far. As you get a look at our line score for this one, a low-scoring affair, very unlike the first 10 years or so of baseball here in Denver. Standing in, Jake Lamb. A couple of walks for him thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1.
He's already got 2 walks in this game, and that ball right there, another ball. So we may see them kind of nibbling and pitching around him. He might be taking walks all game.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Blackman is under it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, the center fielder, A.J. Pollock.
Digging in, A.J. Pollock. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. From the stretch. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Two and 0 now.
Those first 2 pitches were pretty good pitches. I like where he was going, but now he's falling behind 2-0. He may have to lay one in there and challenge him a little bit.
Now here it comes. Strike called, 2-1.
He just took a fastball right down the middle, 2-0. He must have been sitting on a breaking pitch, because you don't take that unless you are.
2 out, nobody on. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Now a little pop-up off toward the first base side. And no one will get this one.
Well, they got him in the rocking chair right now. A little changeup, followed up with the fastball. He's a little late with that swing. I may go back with another changeup.
Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks. But they hold a 1-0 lead. And that brings in the power hitting shortstop Trevor Story. Been a strikeout victim twice in this one.
Trevor Story.
Action now in the Arizona bullpen as they have a right-hander up and throwing. Chopped weakly to the left. Knee high, he barehands it. Got him.
There's just something about a barehanded play that gets you out of your seat. The way the fielder glides to the ball, grabs it with an open hand, and often begins his throw without even looking at the base. Whoo-wee, these players make it look so easy, you forget how hard it really is.
In now, Alexi Amarista. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. No hits to this point. Hit weakly back to the mound. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Now batting, catcher Dustin Garneau.
And here now is Dustin Garneau. 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts for him so far. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
I'll tell you, we're in the later stages of this ball game, but his fastball is still coming out of his hand with plenty on it.
The windup and the 0-1. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Well, if you're wondering how good his stuff is, that is it right there. They're not picking him up in this day game right here, and he's got good stuff working.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Tapped down the line. That winds up foul.
I like the call for the 2-strike changeup. You got to make a better pitch. He got away with one right there.
This is in the air to left field. Martin is under it, and that retires the side. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. It remains 1-0. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Adam Ottavino will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Ryan Hennigan is into the ball game as well as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch.
Ryan Hennigan.
Hit hard to short. Story brings it in. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
The catcher, number 2, Jeff Mathis.
Into the box now, Jeff Mathis. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Here's the first pitch to him. Sliced hard but foul. Look out over there. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. One out, nobody on. Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
Not sure if that was a purpose pitch or not, but I liked it. As a pitcher, sometimes you've got to be willing to back a guy off the plate by running something hard inside. You can't just let guys be comfortable standing in the batter's box against you.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And a swing and a miss here, and the first 2 are dispatched to begin the 9th. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Ready with the 0-1. Little late on this one as it's lifted the other way down the left field line. Dahl is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Diamondbacks down in order. They lead it 1-0. Settling in now, Ryan Hennigan. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
Catcher, number 30.
And here's a called strike to the 36-year-old veteran. It's 0-1. Now here's the pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike two. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Pushed to the right side, but no problem at first, and that's the first out.
Now batting, left fielder, David Dahl.
And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. This ball sliced the opposite way, but it'll get into the seats deep in left and foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit back up the middle. And that is through into center field for a one-out single.
Well, he's been on a bit of a cold streak, and he gets a base hit there. That's the kind of hit. He didn't hit it hard. This is one of those that you need to get in the hit column. It's a good jump start for him.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Nope.
There's a fastball that just misses. Ball one. And there he goes towards second. That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. The 1-2 pitch. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball two. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Outside and a full count, 3-2.
Hey, one of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat, as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Hit down the third baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. And a real chess match going on over there at first now as he steps off to stare him back. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he missed with it. Ball 4. So that means now the potential tying run will move into scoring position at second.
Well, they've struggled offensively in this one so far, but after that walk, they've got runners at first and second and look ready to make a little noise. Just need a big hit now.
Pat Valaika will come on now and pinch run here.
Number 4, Pat Valaika.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now, and we'll see what he can do with the tying run at second, the potential winning run at first with one away. And now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. And with one out in the 9th, he's just now coming up on his 100th pitch of the ball game.
Hey, this has been a great outing. He's already in the 9th inning. He's going on 100 pitches now. I want to see him complete this game. Finish it out. That's really impressive.
Here's the 1-1. And he'll look at a fastball here that's close, but it's 2-1 now.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
2-1 pitch is a slider taken for a called strike 2. And here's a ball hit in the air. but this will land untouched.
Man, I think he thought he was going to get another breaking ball right there. He's a little bit late on that fastball. That's a nice pitch, though, following that breaking pitch to keep him off balance with the heater.
Smoked on the ground up the middle. One there. On to Goldschmidt, but too late as they'll just get the one.
The first baseman, number 12.
Here's Mark Reynolds. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. And there's a swing and a miss, so the Rockies find themselves down to their final strike now.
That looked like he was cheating for that fastball inside right there. Early swing, got out in front of that off-speed pitch, clearly looking for a fastball. This is a big spot right here. 2 runners on, you got an 0-2 count, you waste one. Now you make it work. Throw one in the dirt, throw one high, make him chase it, and you got a chance to strand those runners on base.
And now we'll just stare him down out there as he steps off and bluffs him back to first. Looking for the complete game. Here's the pitch. And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2. 1 strike from a shutout. Here it comes. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And he struck him out, and the ball game is over as they get the possible tying run over to third, but can't get him across.
Wow, talk about total dominance. 9 innings, only 2 hits allowed. That's about as good as it gets. This guy was as good in the 9th inning as he was in the first. So close to baseball history.
A single run good enough to do it today. 1-0 the final score. Robbie Ray wins for the 17th time, the top total on the staff, and records a complete game 2-hitter in doing so. So that's it for us this afternoon. For Harold Reynolds, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, log on to theshownation.com.
Final line score for our ball game this afternoon.